16-bit themes, laying it down. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Yeah! Open up, give me stuff, open up, give me stuff. Yeah! Shadaloo up in this mug. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Edition.
Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. Welcome back to the Hall of Pain. Now, as you can see, I've been a busy boy. I've been collecting, finding these things everywhere, gotten a few purchases online. In fact, we're gonna have not one, but two. That's right, two unboxings. We haven't had a traditional unboxing on the Hall of Pain in quite a while. So, here we go. The surgeon has his scalpel, and he prepares delicately his greatest work. I'm actually sweating. Now this figure comes from, of course, one of my favorite places to buy action figures, and that is eBay, or as we like to call it on the Hall of Pain, the Bay of E. Delightful! I better hide Sasha and Charlotte back there because this figure is coming for them puppies. That is the King of Memphis, Tennessee. It is none other than WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. This is his Hall of Fame figure, minus the cape and the crown, because it's the exact same one that came with the Elite 18, I believe it was, the Elite 18 Jerry the King Lawler. So I'm just going to use those for this. In fact, I actually paid way less than retail price just to get the figure as is. And I'm very happy. I really do dig this 1980s, early 90s version of Jerry the King Lawler. Looks freaking badass. The hair looks great. The little goatee that he used to have, and the facial expression, this looks exactly like Jerry the King Lawler. It's perfect. I love the way like his one piece thing here, or the one shoulder strap works. This would actually probably make a pretty decent Simon Gotch custom if I wanted to go that route. He's got the red wrist tape. He's got the crowns going down his red tights. He's got a crown on his boot. And man, freaking badass figure. I really, really like this Jerry the King Lawler. I'd have to consider him as one of my best figures of the year. He was really hard to find. I have found all of the other Hall of Fame figures at Target. Never found this one. So thanks very much to the Bay of E. We now have the King. Damn it, Jerry, get back here! And this next one comes from us via Amazon Prime. Thanks very much. As I prepare to make my incision, Dr. Chase is in the house. Dr. Gloves, please come to gynecology. Why, yes, nurse, I'll be right there. Probably one of the more sought-after figures, but not the most sought-after figure in its line. That would, of course, be Scott Hall. I've actually found this one at Walmart just recently. In fact, I found this at Walmart 2 days ago, so I could have been patient, just got it for about $2 less than what was on Amazon, but oh well. We now have the phenomenal AJ Styles Elite 51. Truly phenomenal. What the hell's wrong with me? And here we have Styles out of the packaging. Main reason I wanted this figure was for the vest. I wanted to make my own cloth vest, sort of like what BEW did with his, but I have no talent with cloth. So I opted to wait and get this Styles. I originally just, like I said, I wanted this for the vest. I just wasn't the biggest fan of this outfit. You know, I love black and silver and black and gray as a color scheme, but on Styles it just seemed a little too basic, especially for an Elite. But I gotta say, the more I look at this, the more I really like it. I'm not the biggest fan of this face sculpt. I just think the eyebrows are the thing that, for some reason, the way they're painted, it doesn't sell me on it. But it's not bad. It reminds me a lot of the one that Figures Toy Company made a while back, and I thought that AJ was pretty good. Looking at the hairstyles, it's a little different than what was on the Elite 17, so that's pretty good. A lot of detailing on this figure. He's got, you know, AJ Styles written on his gloves. Pretty awesome. Now, they still don't do the Phenomenal One logo on the bottom of the gloves, just because, you know, they can't, but still would be nice if they could somehow. He does have the P1 symbol on his elbow pad. Pretty awesome. There's no slit in it, though. I know that's probably going to bug a lot of people. He's got the chest hair, Got the tattoo there with the dates of his kids. Pretty awesome. AJ's a dad. He's got a pretty sweet looking vest. It would have been cool if it had the Phenomenal One logo on the back of it though. But even though it doesn't, it's a pretty awesome vest. It's gonna pop off right there because it's got these like attachments. So when you take off the vest, you've got the down hoodie, then you have the hood up for when he's doing his entrance. And so the way you want to do that is you want to put the attachment on first and then put the vest on over it. And there you go. So not a bad gimmick. It would have been much easier just to make the hood out of a cloth material, but you know, who am I? And God, I really do love the way the vest looks. You got like the zipper and stuff, and you just have this like, you know, scaling leather bound material to it. Looks really cool. Then Styles has his belt on the front. I'm just not a big fan of the way that looks. I don't know. I just think there's a better way to do that, especially if they included like this crotch piece with a molded on belt. I think that would look much better for Styles. He's got the Phenomenal One logo there. Pretty awesome. And then he had the club logo there with the gas mask looking thing, almost like from Fallout, and then the katanas going through it. Obviously, you know, just to give a nod to their Japan days. He's got his kick pads with Phenomenal One written on right there, so those are looking awesome. Yeah, not a bad AJ Styles Elite. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this, especially for the vest. So that takes care of our 2 unboxings. Let's get into the figures we've got here. Found the Basic Series Mark Henry at Big Lots a while back, and I did sort of like a live unboxing on my Instagram. Thanks for everyone that checked that out. I love this Mark Henry so much more than his Elite figures. I think the articulation, even with it being a basic, is way better than his Elites. It's insane. It's a good head sculpt with a bald head. This is obviously his more patriotic attire when he took on Rusev. It's, you know, gives a little nod to his Olympian days. I love the way the Hall of Pain looks right there. Haha. And it's got, you know, the Stars and Stripes, World's Strongest Man on the back, or the WSM. And then he has this little American flag right there, represent. And yeah, just a really good looking figure. I've pretty much been meaning to get it for a while now. My collection has been sorely lacking a Mark Henry figure. And I didn't want to get one of his Elites again because I've owned the Elite 26 and the Elite 32, but I really, really wanted this one. So, yeah, really happy with it. Now, come on, Mattel. Sexual chocolate. Make it happen. And another guy we did an unboxing on Instagram was the Destroyer Samoa Joe. Find this at GameStop and at Ringside Collectibles. Found it at GameStop. Comes with the NXT Championship. Somehow this is the best version of this title that I own. Like the little snappy things at the end. I had trouble with it on my Kevin Owens and my Sami Zayn Elite, where these things up here were just too soft and it was like really hard to get the belt to fit on somebody. But this one works perfectly. I sold my Elite 43 Samoa Joe because I wanted this one. I love the yellow shorts. I think it just looks so much cooler than the red for some reason, even though, you know, red and black, I'm all about that color scheme. But what the hell? His left wrist, just like the Elite 43, really loose. What the hell, Mattel? And I would have loved a new head sculpt for this Samoa Joe, but that's okay. Because while I was at Toys R Us, I found this Samoa Joe, basic Samoa Joe, Series 74. Wadfigs did a head swap, and I'm going to do one right now. And here we have our head swap and hand swapped. Okay, apparently my camera wants to focus on Sasha and Charlotte, which, you know, not normally a bad choice. And here we have our head swap and hand swapped Samoa Joe from the basic. Now, there's something I did want to bring up. It's very hard to capture it on camera, but the skin tones on these two figures, when you're looking at them off camera, in, you know, real life, I don't know how to say it. Like, his skin tone is just paler than what's on his basic. Mattel, I just have one question for you. Why? So as I was doing my hand swap with Samoa Joe, two things I realized. One, his basic hands, the left and the right wrist, had the exact same size pegs, but obviously they're a little bit different because the one on the left hand is painted. Now, the one on the Elite Hence the word elite should be kind of close to perfect. The left one is significantly smaller. Hence why it doesn't fit in the hole properly. It's loose. Hence why it rotates so fast. Like a freaking helicopter blade. He's not bionic. He's not going to fly away. So Mattel, I just have to ask, why? But with the parts swapped, I think the skin tone is not that far off. On camera, I think it looks way better than it does, like in real life. For some reason, like I was saying, the arms and the chest and stuff, it just is a little paler than what the face and the hands have going on. But I think it's such a subtle difference that you really won't notice. In fact, I think it's kind of funny because now I can tell people that Samoa Joe is like, he's just like really pale because he's ashamed of his body when he goes to the beach. I don't know. It's funny to me. So that's why his hands and his face are, you know, slightly more tan than the rest of his body. But anyway, I really do like the way this Samoa Joe looks. This by far is the best head sculpt and paint job Samoa Joe has so far. That looks exactly like him. I don't mind this one so much, but come on. This is the elite. This is the elite. This is the basic. Look at the detailing on the basic. His sideburns, his facial hair, his expression, the shading, the hair, the molding in the hair is so much better. What? What? This is a basic figure. Stop focusing on Charlotte and Sasha. I mean, this is a basic figure. Come on. Mattel. Why? All right, well, now that I have this Ultimate Badass Destroyer Samoa Joe, I won't complain about it too much. I love it. This is awesome. Glad it's in my collection now. Moving on, as they say in the entertainment industry, we're going to look at this basic Kane. The packaging looks awesome. He's going for quite a bit of money. I should resell it, but I'm not going to because I love it. Anyway, time to crack open this big red machine because I want him out of the party. Yeah, this Kane, this is badass. I freaking love this thing. The face looks okay. It's not the best painted version of this head sculpt that I've ever seen. It does look pretty good. I like the way the black flames look going down his face. The hair looks pretty good. The eyes are just a little sloppily painted and kind of like the area around the nose, but not a huge deal. He's also got his goatee painted up in there, so it's kind of cool. The red costume looks awesome. It just sucks that he has a basic body and you can like see his belly button. It's just like, come on, it wasn't that skin tight, guys. And the outfit's kind of cool looking. Ah, man, this really needed to be molded on there, in my opinion. The glove looks pretty damn good. Do get the molded piece there. And his tights are appropriate because it doesn't have the laces on this one. It has the dual tribal flame design or whatever that really is supposed to be. And he's got his long black boots. And it looks pretty good. I really do dig the way this basic Kane looks. Obviously, I really wish this wasn't elite, but damn, this one's looking pretty spiffy. And we come down to a brand new battle pack, Sasha and Charlotte, Series 47. Found this at Walmart, did a late night run after seeing Atomic Blonde, which, by the way, badass movie, I really dug it. And I went to Walmart, it was almost midnight. They had a pallet just in the middle of the floor. Nothing was on the shelf. Like, just their elites were wiped out, their basics, their battle packs, everything was just wiped out. Just nothing good there. And I walked around this pallet that I saw in the middle of the floor. Saw that there was a box that said WWE Ring. Obviously, it was a basic series ring. And then I saw WWE 2-packs. I had to know what was inside this box. So I popped it open. They had the New Heart Foundation. They had Bray and Luke Harper. They had Roman and they had Rusev and Roman, which, by the way, I love that Rusev head sculpt. Looks really awesome. And they had the one that I just was, oh man, I love this so much. Sasha and Charlotte. Getting a look at the women's here, I really, really do love this Charlotte figure. My one complaint is that her upper diaphragm joint is really loose, so I might have to see if I can pop this off somehow. If anybody knows how to do that, go ahead and leave me a comment and I'll see if I can give it a try. I figured, because I've never really customized a female superstar figure before, so I'll probably just stick it in hot water, see if it'll just pop right off. The face looks great. I think this is better than that basic one that I reviewed, that was on the Hall of Pain when I was in the hotel room. I think it's just painted a little bit better. It doesn't have the sparkly stuff on her face. The makeup looks good. The eyes look great. The hair is awesome. The red really pops on her. You can still see her tattoos, and I just really, really like it. So yeah, even though I'm glad I have that other Charlotte, this is the one I prefer.
It's boss time!
Shut the fuck up, Michael Cole. God. Someone, please get Michael Cole to stop saying it's boss time. I hate him. I hate him so much. Here we have Sasha Banks. I love the way this figure looks with the sunglasses on. She's got her Kanye boss sunglasses going here. Her hair looks really good. It's a nice shade of like just a dark kind of pink, almost a purple. Her necklace says Legit Boss. She's got a molded on t-shirt that says Legit Boss. I think that was a cool design. She's got her baby blue, aqua blue style shorts with Legit Boss on the back and a little belt buckle on the front. It says Sasha Banks on her kick pads. And yeah, it's pretty cute. I really do like the way the coloring looks on this. It stands out. Sasha looks great. Now, without the sunglasses, her face is not that bad. This is not the worst one that I've ever seen. It's definitely better than her Elite 44. Eesh. The eyes, for some reason, are just a little unbalanced. I can kind of tell in there. It's not as bad as the one that Chick Foley has, but the smile looks great. I see a lot of Sasha Banks in this face. I just wish the eyes were painted a little bit better and she had just a little bit more makeup. I literally thought I was done with this video. I was getting ready to shoot the ending, and then I remembered I got the Elite 51 Sami Zayn as well. Found him at Walmart. This is the one I decided to purchase. I also have the Elite 50 Warlord, but that's going to get turned into a custom someday. I really do like this Sami Zayn. I like the head sculpt. I'm just not a big fan of the color that they chose for his beard. I never have been. I want them to go a little bit redder. The shirt is awesome. I think that's really the reason why I bought this, because I really dig this shirt on him. The elbow pads, whatever. I don't really think he wears elbow pads anymore. He's got the same little grandpa hat that he had in his Then, Now, and Forever Elite. The shirt just comes off via Velcro, and he has his sprinkly chest hair versus the George the Animal Steel chest hair from his Elite 40 or 41. I forget which one that was. I think it was Elite 40. He's got his cool tights with his Arabic style lettering, the checkerboard on his legs, and then SZ, and let's go. The good thing he doesn't have knee pads, but his legs are really loose. I'm gonna have to find a way to fix that. He's got his boots here, looking good, and his red socks sticking out above them. So a good Sami Zayn figure. I do recommend it, especially if you get it at retail. I still would have to say that Then, Now, and Forever Elite is still my favorite Sami Zayn. I really do love the Elite 40 as well, so this is probably my third favorite Sami Zayn Elite, but it's pretty damn good. Just wish those legs weren't so loose. This was Chase from Burnout Inc. I'm that guy with the gloves. Thank you for checking out the Hall of Pain. Can't wait to see who enters next. Not one, but two. Now this... Gonna knock you over. So then Styles has like his belt. He's got his kick pads with the, comes 3, 2, 1. The face looks pretty good. It's not the best painted mask version, or 3, 2, 1.